Hello, everybody out there in Facebook land. This is Ellis Paul. I'm at my home in Charlottesville, Virginia, and I've taken a little vacation over the last few weeks, mostly through the month of June. Went up to Maine, and I'm traveling again, which is great. Long way to go as far as the whole world opening up. So we're going to be doing live stream shows again. Back at it after several weeks. And tonight is the Wednesday weigh-in. So let me know that you're here. Let me know where you're from. In the meantime, we'll play a little music and get the party going here. Let's see. Let's do... This is an old familiar one. This is from that album I put out on Patreon. This is Boys to Summer. Hi, Liz. Welcome back to the show. Glad you're here. Thanks for coming out. Missed you guys. Nobody on the road. Hello, Lisa. Nobody on Debbie Newman's here. I feel it in the air. Tewksbury in the house. I am a little tanned. Cheers to you guys. I'm driving by your house. Debbie Newman, I know you're not home, California. But I can see you. Your brown skin shining in the sun. You got your hair combed back and sunglasses on, baby. And I can tell you. Jeannie's back with us. Whitman, Mass. Nice to see you, Jeannie. Spread the word, guys, that the show is happening tonight. I'm just getting the word out myself, so I hope you guys have had an uneventful month. Your health is good. Fill me in on how you're doing. Hi, Whitney. Good to have you. Thank you for that. Good to have New Hampshire in the house. Jackie in Pittsburgh. Nice to see you, Jackie. Understand what happened to our love. We are going to be here Friday and Sunday. More on that in a bit. I can see your brown skin shining in the sun. I see you walking in the snow. There's Amy. Good to see you, Amy. I just played at Amy's place. Which is a beautiful day. Liz is back. Share this on your feed, guys, so people will know and can watch the show. And we'll start in about a couple more minutes. I did have a happy 4th. It was awesome. Thank you, Jeannie. I appreciate it. Got to see fireworks right here from the house, which is wonderful. Out on the road today, I saw a deadhead sticker on a Cadillac. A little voice inside my head said, don't look back, you can never look back. I thought I knew what love was, but did I know? Lexington, Kentucky here. Those days are gone forever. We're going to be starting in just a minute. Just let them go by. I can see you. Linda out there in Greenleaf State Park in Oklahoma. I'm in Charlottesville, Virginia. At my home here. And I can tell you. Here's our friend Karen. Hi, Karen. We shall start in just a minute. We're going to wait and let this song play its way out. I can tell you my love for you will still be strong after the boys of summer have gone. Stacy is here. Mariana Moroni again from Argentina. Nice to have you here, Mariana. Welcome aboard again. Charlene says Bethany says hello. Nice to have you guys here. We're going to be starting the show in about 30 seconds. Glad to have you all here. Let's do this. We'll put on our friendly little banner. Remember this? Let me see. This is it this one? I think it was. There we go. It doesn't want to play. Let's see. Turn the music off. It's been a while since I've done this, clearly. Huh. We don't want that one. Interesting. For some reason, that one worked. Hello, my friends out there. This is the Wednesday night show. It's Ellis Paul's Wednesday weigh-in. After about a month away, I'm going to be back on the air now as often as I possibly can. Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. This week, the Friday traveling medicine show will just be me. And then Sunday is an all Beatles night on the Patreon side of things. If you're a member of Patreon, you get to see the whole show. I'm going to be playing about 10 Beatles songs and talking about why I love them so much. But tonight I'm just going to play whatever the hell I want. No, Jesus never saved a soul, never walked on water except ice and snow. There's a rumor in the choir, I'm just lucky as God they know, but I ain't no Jesus never saved a soul. I ain't no Buddha, oh I struggle with wrong from right. I ain't no Prince of Peace, I've hit the floor in a good bar fight. I'll ask forgiveness come Sunday, asking for trouble Saturday night. But I ain't no Buddha, I struggle with the wrong from right. No, I can't walk on water, can't part the sea. The only miracle I've seen is you walking down the aisle to me. No, I can't talk to God, I ain't divine. Only miracle I've seen is you let your heart be mine. I ain't no carpenter, I'm more sailor than saint. I'll put a hammer on a thumbnail, swear so loud they close heaven's gates. But I built you a four-post bed, now darling, don't make me wait. I ain't no carpenter, I'm more sailor than saint. No, I can't walk on water, can't part the sea. Only miracle I've seen is you walking down the isle of me. No, I can't talk to God. I ain't divine. Only miracle I've seen is you let your heart be mine. Ain't no savior, ain't got the words. How do you preach to the masses when you can't even talk to the girl? You get a little courage from holy wine, but then your speech gets slurred. I ain't no savior, I ain't got the words. No, I can't walk on water, can't part the sea. Only miracle I've seen is you walking down the aisle of me. No, I can't talk to God, I ain't divine. Only miracle I've seen is you let your heart be mine. The only miracle that I've seen is you let your heart be mine. Oh, mine. You let your heart be mine. Oh, mine. All right. That's I Ain't No Jesus. Hey, it feels great to be back in this chair singing for you all. I definitely needed a break. I went to Maine twice, led a vacation trip to Monhegan Island. I'm going to be releasing a little video on Patreon of that trip. It'll be about 10 minutes long for those of you on Patreon. Speaking of Patreon, on Sunday night, I'm doing an all Beatles night. Ellis plays the Beatles, you know, on things like this. Got a good reason for taking the easy way out. Got a good reason for taking the easy way out. So you can come back on Sunday and hear the rest of that song, which will be fun. I'm going to be working up about 9 or 10 Beatles songs telling you why I chose them, why I love them, what their history is, what's cool about them from a musical perspective, and why they hit me between the eyes, as so many of them do. Are you guys Beatles fans? That's going to be really, really fun. Going to love doing that. That song is impossible to play, by the way, because you got to think about what you're singing while your hands are doing that crazy riff. You know, that was like a riff that George Harrison was doing, so he didn't have to sing and play it at the same time. Is it Ringo Starr's birthday? Charlene says, yes, it is. Today is Ringo's birthday. Oh, hey, maybe we could figure, let's do this. A little help from my friends, right? That's what that is. Let's bring that up, see if I can play it. All right. Let's see. I don't know. Can't be too hard, right? Whoa. Let's see. Now it's a little bit too hard in that key. Let me see if I can simplify it. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum. That might be easier. Let's see. What would you think if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. I get by with little help from my friends. I get high with little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with little help from my friends. Grow. What do I do when my love is away? Does it worry you to be alone? How do I feel at the end of the day? Are you sad 'cause you're all alone? No, I get by with little help from my friends. Get high with little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. I want somebody to love. Scroll down. Would you believe in a love at first sight? Yes, I'm certain it happens all the time. What do you see when you turn out the light? I can't tell you, but I know it's mine. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Get high with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I just need someone to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. Yes, I get by with a little help from my friends, with a little help from my friends. Hey, that was awesome. I'm going to have to do that song on Sunday night again. That's not that hard to play. We got through it, right? A little sidetrack. Happy birthday, Ringo Starr. Peace and love. That's right. Craig Ossie knows exactly what it means. That's the first time I've ever played that song, and I love it. So, I mean, I'm going to talk a little bit about this on Sunday at the Patreon Beatles show. But where would we be without them? It's just, there's been a lot of talk, I know, in the past month or so about Blue and Joni Mitchell and how important she was. And she's definitely, songwriters like me, of course, absolutely love her. And it's nice to see her get all this additional attention. The Beatles, I think, you sort of take them for granted. If someone were to ask me, like, who would you take on a desert island? If you could get the catalog of any band or artist, who would you take? I probably wouldn't take the Beatles. Not because I don't love them, because I do think they're the greatest musical act ever. It's just that the songs are so ingrained in my head, all I need to do is think. Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. I can conjure Paul McCartney's voice in my head at the drop of a dime, So I think, it's hard to say, but I think I would pick Neil Young. or maybe even the Rolling Stones. It would be between the Rolling Stones, the Beatles, and Neil Young, I think. But if I was just going to pick one record, I probably wouldn't pick a single Beatles record. I'd pick Harvest by Neil Young or Blue by Joni Mitchell. Yeah, it's not that they're taken for granted. It's just that they've been so strummed into our brains that, they're just sort of like air. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Of course, they're not. They're as hyped as any human created thing ever was. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's like, I was working on the songs all day. You can see back here on this little ottoman, I have all 9-10 songs of the Beatles. I've been rehearsing all day, and they're so beautifully written. And even that song at the end there, that it went to A sharp. It just these little chordal turns, that are a surprise, especially if you're a musician. Playing them is like, whoa, where'd that come out? All right, well, back to the music here. I have a new song. I just wrote it. It's only like a day old. And I'm gearing up for the new album and thinking about things to write about, because I want to have about 20, 25 songs going into the studio. And I actually might do a double album, sort of like the Beatles' White Album. Did you know the White Album has 30 songs? It's a double album with 30 songs. I'm thinking about doing an album with 20 songs, which would be the biggest thing I've ever done outside of like my best of record that Rounder put out. So, I'd want the album, I'm thinking a lot of the Beatles because of this, because they did a few double albums. And, yeah, I've got to think about how to keep people interested in sitting with the album when it's 75, 80 minutes long. When it's a folk singer, so it's a challenge. So one of the things, you guys know, I did this with the Storyteller's Suitcase, is I came up with these events and days out of my life that were just sort of fantastic days. Maybe I'll do one of those songs first. Why don't I do that before I do the new song? Yeah. Since it's the 4th of July, I'll do this one. Let's see. James. Let's see. Here we go. So this is the true story of my family reunion back on July 4th, 1979. Grandpa's drinking whiskey on the sofa. The sofa's in the middle of a bonfire. Bottle rockets and lawn darts flying. Nobody died, but everyone was trying. It's my family reunion. It's the summer of '79. There ain't a party till the cops show up with 4 fire engines and bearded men in pickup trucks. The flames from the farmhouse are 30 feet high. It's a 5-alarm fire on the 4th of July. Pails and kettles filled to the brim with wild strawberries. The screen doors cracking from kids running back to the woods. We told Grandma we found Uncle Terry's homegrown pot plants. She said she'd leave them in the will if we are good. There ain't a party till the cops show up with 4 fire engines and Vikings and pickup trucks. The flames from the farmhouse are 40 feet high. It's a 5-alarm fire on the 4th of July. $40 grand kids climbing the apple trees, half naked. And Uncle Fred's underneath his truck with an acetylene torch. Now it only takes a spark to get a party going. Well, the truck caught fire, then the garage, then the whole damn porch. There ain't a party till the cops show up with 4 fire engines and pirates in pickup trucks. The flames from the farmhouse are 50 feet high. It's a 5-alarm fire on the 4th of July. Burgers flipping like horseshoes out on the back grill. We're trying to get a family photo taken, but 40 kids won't sit still. And Aunt Diane is flashing the camera with her boobies. Uncle Buck is rolling something he calls a monster doobie. There ain't a party till the cops show up with 4 fire engines and buccaneers in pickup trucks. The flames from the farmhouse are 100 feet high. It's a 5-alarm fire on the 4th of July. Seems like the whole town of Washburn, Maine came out to the party. Kids were shaking Polaroids they took with the fireman. And yes, the farmhouse did burn down, but not the memories. And Aunt Diane, she sure did make herself a few new friends. There ain't a party till the cops show up with 4 fire engines and serial killers in pickup trucks. The flames from the farmhouse are 1,000 feet high. It's a 5-alarm fire on the 4th. Oh, it's a 5-alarm fire on the 4th of July. Strawberry shortcake, 3 stacks high. Smoke 'em if you got 'em, let the fireworks fly. It's a 5-alarm fire on the 4th of July. We are family. We are family. We are family. All right, Amy, thank you so much for the love. You are a gem in the old tip jar. Thank you for keeping it a jingling and a jangling. This is still how I'm making my living, folks. I decided that given the way the fall is looking, that I'm going to stay home for most of it. I'm not going to do a lot of touring this fall. I got some dates out in Oklahoma, some dates down in the southeast in Atlanta and Auburn, Alabama, a couple of Texas dates, and a few New England dates. And it sounds like I'm playing a lot, but I'm not. Only 1 or 2 weekends a month, and it might fill in a little bit. Stephen Peterson wants to know, did Uncle Fred get in trouble for starting a fire? Kinda. I mean, it was an accident, but the house, it was one of those things where there was an old farmhouse and the new farmhouse. This is the old farmhouse. That right there is me and my dad. Dad's in the hat there. I'm 14. Ever the optimist there with a little pail of water, thinking I could put that fire out. And behind my dad there is the kind of the garage port where the car was being worked on, the truck was being worked on, and caught fire, and then the porch caught on fire, and then the whole damn thing went up. So that was it's funny when I when I wrote that song, I was laughing in the car because I was writing all these things that were so great about it. And I sent the lyrics to my brother thinking that he was there. He was 6 years older than I was. So I was, I was 14-ish and he was 20, 21. And he never replied back to the lyrics because his experience was not a happy one. It was more like all these firemen get pulled out of their family 4th of July things, and they were all volunteer firemen, and they were a little pissed at us for setting our house on fire. All right, so which brings us to this song, because this song is very much in the same kind of vein. There's a friend of mine, his name is Shane, who was a member of the Mormon Church, and there was a point in time where he just couldn't handle the tenets of the church, the rules of the church, and he decided that he was gonna leave. Which, if you know Mormonism, it's so tied. It's not only a religion; it's tied into the structure of your town and the hierarchy of the people around you, and it goes so deeply into the life outside of the church if you're a member of that religion. And so he knew that he couldn't live with being within it when he had all these doubts about it and issues with it. But he also knew that if he left, he'd lose everything. He'd lose his family. He'd lose his job, all of those things. It's just a really brave thing to do. But he called me up. I was playing, it was this in the middle of all of this. And he was losing everything, his family, his wife, kids, the church, his position in town, his reputation. He's a musician and really well known within the Mormon church. He was at that time, and celebrated within the church culture for being a great songwriter and musician. And so he calls me up and he said, Ellis, I'm having a hard time and I got to get out of Utah. Can I come hang out with you for a week? And I said, sure. And, it was one of these things where he was going through this really profoundly hard thing. And by the way, I've had complete permission to write about this from him. And I interviewed him in order to write about it. And he hasn't quite heard this, so I'm going to be sending it to him. But this is just the first draft, and there's still issues with this song that I want to fix. But I'm excited. It's what I've been doing over the last few days. It's going to be a little clunky. It's about all the really hilarious things that, with all that freedom, Shane didn't know what to do with himself, so he did everything with himself. I'll let the song speak the rest of the story. This is called Shane's Lost Weekend. My friend Shane called me up. He was in a world of hurt. He said, Ellis, I'm leaving Salt Lake City and the Mormon church. And if you don't mind, could it come your way? Gotta get out of Utah a couple of days. I need to think and pray and find my way back home. And I was in San Francisco for some shows. What kind of friend would I be if I told him no? Well, the first thing to go was the underpants. Swung them overhead, did a little dance, drank some coffee, drank some beer, smoked a little reefer. I said, slow down here. He kissed a girl, didn't know who she was, ate a ton of bacon just because I was a little worried how the story would end. But I was just the wingman on Shane's Lost Weekend. To a party, I took him to a show. I took him out on the dance floor at a drag queen disco. I taught him my favorite curses. He taught me a few Book of Mormon verses. He said, I'm afraid my whole town will disown me. You've got to lose everything sometimes to be free. He said, if I'm breaking out, I'm taking God with me. Well, the first thing to go was the underpants. Swung him overhead, did a little dance. He drank some coffee, drank some beer, smoked a little reefer. Slow down here. He kissed a girl, didn't know who she was. Ate a ton of bacon just because I was a little worried how the story would end. But I was just a wingman on Shane's lost weekend. Now if you're feeling all tied up in knots, 'cause I put your religion on the spot, well, it could have been Catholics, Muslims, or Jews. This is just one man's true story in San Francisco in all its glory, and how he broke through the doubts and myths and rules. It all comes down to what and who you are. Some are standing before the pearly gates, some are standing behind bars. Well, the first thing to go was the underpants. Swung them overhead, did a little dance, drank some whiskey, drank some beer, smoked a little reefer. Slow down here. He kissed a girl, didn't know who she was, ate a lot of bacon just because I was a little worried how the story would end. And I should tell you, Shane's doing very well since our lost weekend. Shane's lost weekend. All right, I'm trying to take it easy a bit and tell the story and not feel like I'm putting the Mormon Church down by any means. So I gotta figure it all out. It's a lot of fun to play. Anyway, I hope you liked it. Always with new songs, there's always a little bit of trepidation. However, I think it captured what he and I went through that weekend in a beautiful way. I mean, it really was a crossroads in his life, and to be a witness to it was pretty astounding. He was laughing a lot and crying a lot, all, within the same breath of air. It was one of those things, but he's doing great now. And let's do another song. You get to lose everything sometimes to be free. Yeah. I like that line about, if I'm breaking out, I'm taking God with me. I like that line too. Oh, thank you, Dana. Liz Bernstein. There you go. Yeah. I mean, every single religion, is like that, right? All right. Let's see. Thank you for that, Liz. That's the first time it's ever been performed, so we'll do it some more. We'll break it in. I'll probably play it on Friday. Won't play it on Sunday because that is, Beatles night. All right, let's think here. Let's do this. Thank you, Jackie, for the tip in the tip jar. Amy, thank you. I woke up to frost on the windows. I've been sleeping in a snow globe town, 6 inches on the ground. You said I'd never see a white Christmas. Snow angels never make it to Texas, but you're wrong. They're singing Hank Williams songs. Oh, if snow can fall in Austin, why can't you fall here in my arms? And so you say your home is Boston. Hey, what's New England got on all these Texas charms? Tumbleweeds, they dance on the ground. Armadillos upside down. Have you ever seen a cactus Christmas tree? Come see. Come see. There's a snowman standing out on 6th Street with a hat, a scarf, and a broom guitar. They're hanging mistletoe up in the bars. Do you remember that night at Las Manitas? Our heads were numb from frozen margaritas. Imagine how cold we would be now if snow can fall in Austin. Why can't we fall here in our arms? So you say your home is Boston. Hey, what's New England got on all these charms? Tumbleweeds, they dance on the ground. Armadillos upside down. Have you ever seen a cactus Christmas tree? Come home to me. Come on home. The snow's coming down. It's Christmas in this town. Charlene and Ross, thank you for the love in the tip jar. Thank you for that. This guitar sounds nice. Some of you know I have a guitar named Guinness. Guinness is in the shop getting redone. And so he's not here with me. But I've got, as you can tell, enough guitars to start a forest backwards in time. It's like a forest of trees here. Let's see. Remember my first state line nearly made me blind. I own fit in my car, full of gasoline, head full of reckless dreams. That's what they said when I told them I was leaving these streets at midnight, leaving this town that could never get me right. I waited for so long for this road song. Kiss me 'cause I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. Kiss me 'cause I'm hungry. Hungry for a world I've never seen. I've got this California dream girl in Ohio, behind the counter of the Dairy Queen. One kiss, one girl, one long night. Standing still would kill me, but it thrilled me. I think I could, I might. But this road song, it's a soul song. Kiss me 'cause I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. Sunrise, Indiana. Sunset in Nebraska. See the Rockies 20 miles away. Sangre de Cristos, 1,000 miles of San Francisco. I hit the gas, I'm on my way. I'm gone. I'm crazy. Kiss me 'cause I'm hungry. Kiss me, baby. Kiss me 'cause I'm You dance, you swing them hips in pajama pants. My boom boom skips, I got no chance. I've hopelessly fallen for you. You're a moonshot from Cape Canaveral. You're a cosmonaut dressed in flannel like a liftoff. You send me straight to the moon. I want these lonely days, recklessly searching the world for you. Maybe you did too. You stepped into my life and it's crazy how I love waking up to you. Now my wandering days are through. You're a skylark, you sing like a dream. You're a monarch, a butterfly in a dream. And it's crazy, you send me straight to the moon. You shake me With a kiss and a wink, I'm a dirty martini. Can I pour you a drink? Ain't it crazy how you send me straight to the moon? And I walk through the lonely days, recklessly searching the world for you. Maybe you did too. You stepped into my life, and it's crazy how I love waking up to you. Now my wandering days are through. You shed, what is it? Oh, you flipped me like a pinball machine. You picked me like a ripe tangerine. You Sputnik'd me. You sent me straight to the moon. And I love you all the way to the moon. That's one of the ones I'm also thinking about for the new album. I'm going to be testing and playing these new songs now a lot in the upcoming weeks to help me break them in and help my memory try to remember. So yeah, it's called, I think, You Take Me All the Way to the Moon, or Take Me All the Way to the Moon. Originally I was thinking Straight to the Moon, but that felt too honeymooners. You take me all the way to the moon. I love the guitar part. There's a lot of slides. Especially in the B section. I'll show you. Oh, I'm so glad she does. Yeah, one of the things I'm trying to figure out is do I want to do this double album or not? And the double album allows for these sort of lighthearted songs. It's almost like I can't hit you with heavy duty shit all the time, and having some lighthearted love songs so that, I mean, the song about Shane's Lost Weekend isn't so lighthearted, but there's a lot of humor in it. And those kind of moments, I think, are what the Beatles did with, the songs on the White Album. Let's look at the White Album. White Album songs. I'm looking this up for all of us. White Album songs. Yeah, I mean, there's Rock Your Raccoon. There was Blackbird. Blackbird. Y'all. I should do this on Sunday. That's another one. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arrive. Blackbird fly. Sunday night, y'all, the Patreon show, Sunday night, 8 o'clock, I'm going to be doing 10 Beatles songs, 10 of my favorite songs. So I'm looking at this now. I mean, I think While My Guitar Gently Weeps, I mean, it's so good. And then there are a lot of uplifting kind of songs. Obla Di, Obla Da is on here. Some really rocking things. Helter Skelter. some crazy things, Honey Pie, Glass Onion, Back in the USSR, that really rocking, and all the songs for the most part are in that 2 to 3 minute range. So yeah, like I'm thinking that this could kind of be my opus this at this point in my life. And imagine what the vinyl would look like. This album here we put out in vinyl, and it's a double album, Chasing Beauty. It's got two vinyl records in it, and this is why I love vinyl. It's just look at the color on this. I love that. That's from Melissa Bug, the photographer. It's such a beautiful shot, taken at the Woody Guthrie Folk Festival. And then, it's got my original art on the front. That's the kind of thing that I'm excited about, like putting on a record that would actually be something like this. That's collectible for people. And thinking of doing that. I also priced out what doing a vinyl version of the Storyteller Suitcase would look like for me. So I'm thinking of doing that as well. Jackie McDonough says, I love the throwaway songs on an album. I think, I have so many stray songs that never make it onto records, and this might be a chance for some of them to show up. But I've got a lot of songs I'm really proud of that I can't wait to share with people too, that are sort of haunting, dark. I've got a lot of songs. Anyway, I'm going to say good night, guys. I'm going to sit with you for a minute and just say cheers to you once again. Thank you. It's good to be back here. Thank you for the love and the tip jar. And keeping my kids fed. And in these months where I'm not playing, I'm going to come online and do the work right here in my chair. And we understand that times are tough, so you watch the show for free if that's what you'd like to do as well. But I appreciate all the love tonight in the tip jar, and want to thank Karen Zundel for hanging in there with me too through all of this. It's been great to have her as my safety net and in all this. So we will. We'll be back on Friday night. I'm going to be doing the Traveling Medicine show, but there will be no guests this week because I'm not going to have a theme this week because I'm working on these Beatles songs and I can't rehearse those songs and do the Beatles songs as well. So we're just going to come on and start the show up again, and it'll be a lot of fun. That's Friday night at 8 p.m. will be the Traveling Medicine show. And then on Sunday night, the big Beatles show for Patreon members. We'll be doing the first two songs on Facebook, and you are welcome to join in. But go on over to Patreon, sign up. It's only $1 a month, and you can catch the whole show there. And we do special event shows over there. Let's put on a little music. Let's see. I'm looking, Cats in the Cradle. Let's do that. It's good to be back. Dana, thank you. Thank you, Karen. A child arrived just the other day. He came to the world in the usual way, but there were planes to catch and bills to pay. He learned to walk while I was away, and he was talking for he knew it. And as he grew, he said, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. You know I'm gonna be like you. Thanks, Dana. I'll see you in a week, right? Little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you're coming home, hey, Jenny. Don't know when, but we'll get together then. Thank you, Scarlett. We'll have a good time there. Vinyl will probably be around $30. Cost a lot to print it up. My son turned 10 just the other day. He said, thanks for the... Good to have you here, Rose and Paul. Can you teach me to throw? I said, not today. I got a lot to do. He said, that's okay. And he walked away, but he smiled never did. He said, I'm I almost played that tonight. I just didn't trust myself. And the cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue. Hey Ross, you can always just go back. Nice to have you here. Thank you for the tip, by the way. It'll be up on Facebook, so you can start from the beginning. Thanks, Don. Thank you for that. Nice to have you guys here. Nice to see you at Passim. More shows to come. So much like a man, I just had to say, son, I'm proud of you. Can you sit for a while? He shook his head and he said with a smile, that's about the time I wrote Cotton is Burning. See you later, can I have them, please? I need one too. Little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you coming home, son, I don't know when. A little shaking, I think, is from the speaker. It's interesting. Thank you, Amy. Nice to see you here. Thank you for the tip, as always. I've long since retired. My son's moved away. I called him up just the other day. I said, I'd like to see you if you don't mind. He said, I'd love to, Dad, if I could find the time. I think I got it. Yeah. Liz, thanks for being here tonight. Karen, thank you too. Stacy, nice to have you here. And as I hung up the phone, it occurred to me, he'd grown up just like me. Do you guys have this album? This is the cover rec I did in 2020. Recorded it right here in this chair. We'll see you all on Friday for the Traveling Medicine Show at 8 p.m. and then on Sunday for the Beatles. All right, Scarlett has it good. I knew someone bought it. All right, good night, guys. Thank you. Love you. See you on Friday night. Looking forward to it. Cheers.